My mother-in-law unpacked her bags in. Can you imagine coming home to find your mother-in-law unpacking her bags in your bedroom? Then, your wife tells you, she's living here now. If you don't like it, you can leave. I replied, deal. Then I left the house built on land I inherited from my grandfather. What happened next proved that they had been living on borrowed property, both literally and figuratively, all along. The land our house sits on has been in my family since 1947. 6 years ago, my wife, Laura, and I built our home here. Her name went on the mortgage, but the land title stayed solely mine. Laura's mother, Diane, hated me. She lived large on a divorce settlement, then torched her finances. The warning sign started last Thanksgiving, when Diane eyed our bedroom. 3 weeks ago, I came home to her Lexus in the driveway and her suitcases in our bedroom. Mom lost her condo. She has nowhere to go, Laura said defensively. Diane chimed in, the guest room is too small. You two are young, you can sleep anywhere. That night, sleeping in our guest room, I reminded Laura of our agreement, no parents moving in without unanimous consent. She'd suggested it herself. That was different. This is my mother. Over 2 weeks, Diane colonized our bedroom. She installed a lock, trapping my work documents, Laura's jewelry, our wedding photos. She threw out my grandfather's military medals, calling them dusty and depressing. The final straw came when I needed my passport for an urgent trip. Diane had locked the bedroom and gone to a spa. Laura suggested I reschedule my flight. That evening, I told Laura Diane needed to move out within 2 weeks, or I was filing for divorce. Laura's face hardened. This is her home now. If you can't accept that, then maybe you should leave. You're always going on about how this is your land anyway. Fine, take your precious land. Mom and I will keep the house. Deal, I replied. My college roommate, a real estate attorney, confirmed they couldn't keep the house without the land. I filed for divorce and revoked permission for them to reside on my property. 30 days later, the sheriff arrived. Laura answered, expecting a package. Instead, the deputy handed her eviction documents. Your mortgage means nothing without land rights. Your husband is revoking permission. Diane appeared, screaming, this is illegal. I'm calling my lawyer. Problem was, she couldn't afford one. Laura called me that afternoon, voice breaking. How could you do this? Where are we supposed to go? You told me to leave. You told me to take my land. I did exactly what you asked. I didn't think you didn't think I'd enforce my property rights? The same land you dismissed while your mother locked me out of my own bedroom. The divorce finalized 4 months later. Without land rights, the house was worthless. Laura ended up owing the bank more than she could recover. Diane moved in with her sister in Tampa, the same sister she hadn't spoken to in a decade. Our bedroom, my wife's only response, she's living here now.